A fox is trapped and suddenly uses its high IQ to get out with some human help.
We have to consume in such a way to reduce the suffering of the species on the earth. This is very clear. The most venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, vegan.
With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace. Etc.
Supreme Master TV Max. Maximize your blessings at home, work, and anywhere.
All of you should try to set up your telephone. You go onto the site for suprememastertv.com/max or folia, poacher, Livia. Then you can set up your computer or even your handy smartphone without SIM into 40 quadrillion screens of Supreme Master Television. The dots are very, very small, but there are 40 quadrillion screens behind them. And if you have several no SIM phones set up on that, then it's a lot.
Other inventive ways to multiply the 40 quadrillion Supreme Master TV screens. When you go to www.suprememastertv.com/max, click the button that is for your device. One is for PC or Android phone or tablet. The other is for Apple iOS phone or tablet and any other device. Under that, you can click on the 1+3 max button to see one big screen of Supreme Master TV Live that you can watch and listen to as usual, together with 3 smaller screens of 40 quadrillion each. Enjoy our TV and the immense blessing at the same time. The offline button downloads the video to your device to keep the positive energy flowing without internet connection. The NX Max button shows many screens of 40 quadrillion for super multiplied blessings. Please tell all you know, all others, so this can help the whole world to be saved. Print out a Supreme Master TV Max card to distribute wherever you go, for example, if it is safe for you.
That kind of concentrated, huge, incredible energy will bless your home, bless your environment, your village, your town, or your city. And if many people do that, to bless your country, bless the world. Then our world will have less disasters, less war, more happiness, more intelligence, and more abundant blessings in our life. Just try it and you'll see the miracles that will happen.
To utilize this tool free of charge, please visit suprememastertv.com/max or youtube.com/@folia999/streams.
Vegan is peace incarnation.
We now invite you to watch the next part of Supreme Master Ching Hai's message, titled Victory Over the Disturbing Peace World, Part 7 of 11, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on March 3, 2025.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world. The needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with sharing. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is a beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Olac, or Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy, as well as injured animal people in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.,
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe,
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia,
All religions tell you be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia,
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves the Supreme Master.
Africa,
I will show you how to get direct teaching
and South America,
and keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
as well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse. It's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Gucci Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and first place silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes a Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet. And it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love. So he's powerful and he's in the winning position and a mighty position. So he might have forgotten a little bit, was less considerate to President Zelensky, who has already been targeted for 3 years long. His hair just turned gray suddenly and his face, everything changed because of the war headache. Too much responsibility, too much suffering, too much terrorizing, all kinds of things. And his life has never been safe since then, since the war. When people are already down on the floor, we should not kick them anymore. But the political situation is never easy for anybody. I just imagine if it were me, if I were President Zelensky, I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah. I don't think anybody would be wiser if they were in his situation. Pressure from all sides and losing too many things already. Losing too much and worrying about even losing his own country. The winner should always be more considerate, more understanding. We used to have a little game in our Sihu ashram. Sometimes if I don't have any more things to give, for example, like we were eating together and everybody's favorite is vegan ice cream, and sometimes they didn't buy enough. Everybody had one already, just that sometimes I let them have more. And then when it's not enough for each one to have the second one, like not a second ice cream because we don't have enough. Only one ice cream left for the last two people, for example. Then I tell them they have to do this game like, 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors. And then one person, of course, has to lose. In this game, always one person has to lose. So after one of the nuns lost, I told the winner, I said, okay, the loser can have the ice cream. Everybody was surprised. But why? The winner should take the ice cream. The last ice cream, I said, no. The loser already feels too bad, feels very bad, losing face already. So now she must have the ice cream to comfort her losing situation. So, okay, everybody laugh and give in, but like it or not, I give it to the loser. It was just our game. In political warfare is probably different than just ice cream. At least it's just a joke for you. Thank you. So if President Zelensky has some different concepts or different thinking or different perceptions, it is because he has been through a lot with his countrymen. So he should have been maybe treated a little bit more gently, more discreetly. People came to your door already, not as the superior, but in a less superior, lesser position. Then we should have been more considerate to that person. I'm sorry if I have offended you, great President Trump. I'm your fan, you know that. I've been supporting you in different ways, whatever way I can, directly and indirectly. So forgive me if I offended you, but I'm known for straight talk, yeah? I don't side with President Zelensky. I just understand him and sympathize with his position and his countrymen. I wish that country the best and the quickest possible peace. There must be a sorting out of misunderstanding or knots in between before the whole world should know. His country is already in big turmoil and sorrow, and he's not in a strong power position. He's been begging from door to door different countries to help his country. So we probably should have more sympathy. When somebody is already in a worse position, we should not hurt him more. He is not alone. He represents his country. So if you know better, you should slowly explain it to him. That's what I think, yeah? Forgive the old woman thinking. When we are winning, we have this kind of powerful overconfidence, so we might not be able to understand the other people who are of lesser fortune. That's all. You did not mean anything. President Trump, you did not mean anything bad. You thought your way is the best already. And it could be the best. It's just you must slowly explain it to somebody who is not you, who is not in your mighty position, who is having too much of a headache, too much confusion, too much pressure from all sides, who probably haven't seen his wife and kids for I don't know how long. When the war first started, his wife had been interviewed on the television, and she said to the host, "Thanks to you today, I could see my husband. I haven't seen him ever since the war started until now, and that was a long time. And his children also don't see him. And even his children want to become soldiers, go out and fight already. They were kids."
Родина вже ж, як і всі українські родини, зараз роз'єднана. Тато
Ваш чоловіка
і
війна практично забрала.
Ніхто в мене чоловіка не забере, навіть війна. Але так, він живе на роботі, ми його майже не бачимо. 2,5 місяці ми взагалі не бачилися, так? Спілкувалися тільки телефоном. Зараз у нас було кілька можливостей побачитися. І я вам також вдячна за цю можливість, тому що ми зараз проводимо час разом.
Побачення в ефірі.
Побачення в ефірі, так, дякую вам. Це така, знаєте, чудова нагода попити разом чаю. Прокинулася від дивних звуків за вікном, як усі, мабуть. Темна була ж майже ніч тоді, і я дивлюся, що Володимира поруч немає. Я пішла до сусідньої кімнати, знайшла його, він вже був одягнений в костюмі, але без краватки. Ну, вже ж я зрозуміла, що, запитала, що відбувається, він сказав, тільки почалося. Ну, емоції не можна передати, тому що тут і жах, і заціпаніння. І він це мені сказав і пішов. В принципі, ми більше не можна сказати, що бачились довго. І, чесно кажучи, я розумію, що як наскільки в той момент він був як натягнута струна, ми всі одразу зрозуміли, що в принципі, життя змінилося назавжди. І от тепер я живу тим, коли він мені нарешті скаже, ну все, скінчилося.
5 months into Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine, First Lady Elena Zelenska tells us she fears for the safety of her people and her family, including her 18-year-old daughter Alexandra and 9-year-old son Kirilo.
What does your son dream of? What does he want to be?
Obviously, he wants to be a soldier.
He wants to be a soldier.
Obviously.
What does that make you think as a mom?
І тому
I really want to ensure is that the childhood of my son is given back to him and that he enjoys his life to the fullest.
Still, she's learned to cope with the relentless risk her husband, President Volodymyr Zelensky, now faces.
So emotionally, privately, and publicly, he's been under tremendous pressure. So even if he thinks something wrongly, we should be able to understand him and help him, because that is helping millions of people, his co-citizens. I'm tearing up now as I'm talking about that. I have no power to help. I mean, physically not. I'm doing many things, but it doesn't look like I could decide the fate of his country. Not obviously like the way you would do. You see, President Zelensky also has a big pressure on his chest, because whatever you demand him to sign or whatever he decides to sign, he can never be sure whether or not his people will accept it, whether or not they will support him inside or outside in his decision, even if he has the best intention to end the war, to end all the suffering and the killing. He himself might have a very unfavorable outcome from his decision and reaction from his people. So it is difficult for him also. So, President Trump, you're a great man. Please ask him to come back and talk together in a private room. No need to air all the weaknesses in front of the world like that. He's been punished enough. Even if he has done anything wrong, he has been punished day and night for 3 years already.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
Vegan, cause we have every reason to be.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Peace loving viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode titled Victory Over the Disturbing Peace World, Part 7 of 11 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Volaspol and Hovamol, selections from the Poetic Edda, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming.
Being vegan, having peace, doing good deeds, life is a feast.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.
మా కార్యక్రమాలు అందజేస్తున్నాయి అనేక భాషలలో. దయచేసి చూడండి సుప్రీం మాస్టర్ టీవీ /schedule మరియు సుప్రీం మాస్టర్ టీవీ /BMD.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.